Hello and welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to Diablo 3. I'm recording all of these back to back. What I'm gonna do right now is quickly check how many blood shards I need for my altar of rights upgrade. 1100 and we're at 1050 right now, so getting to Great Rift 70 will definitely be enough for us to get there. Will we empower it? I think yes, because what else are we gonna do with our money? Do we have enough damage to conquer this Greater Rift level? Might be something we need to figure out right here, right now, as Fatboy Slim would say it. We're probably gonna have enough damage, don't get me wrong, but are we gonna be alive enough to deal that damage, or are we just gonna get constantly one-shot? I think we are definitely gonna have to take it a little bit on the slow side, move in and out of combat all the time, and try to dodge as many of the shots the enemies are firing at us as possible. Probably a little bit of the approach you need in any single game, especially in any single Diablo situation, but we're gonna over-exaggerate it a little bit here and really take our time. If the Greater Rift timer permits it, of course. Is a game like Diablo 3, like Path of Exile, or action RPGs a valuable use of your time? The topic for today. Something I just came up with because I realize myself that sometimes my internal critic can tells me like, should you really boot up this game? It can go further. It can go to the level of like, should you really boot up a game? Full stop. Is that really what you want to be doing with your day-to-day? Lately, I've been more on the yes side. I've really found my passion for video games again a little bit, and I am all for it. I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. In general, my answer would still be yes. You're probably thinking why. Maybe you're not thinking anything at all. Maybe you're thinking this guy is just talking out of his ass. What the hell is he talking about this episode? And you've already clicked away. If you're still here, I love you. I owe you. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for listening to my bullshit. I think yes, because I think games in general are a valuable time spending opportunity. That's some great English right there. A valuable time investment sounds a lot better already. Sounds a little bit less on the crackhead side. And therefore I think that there's nothing wrong with playing action RPGs if you enjoy them. Why do I think some people will say the answer is no? Because the games are large, huge grind fests. How I explain this game towards other people when they ask me, hey, what are you playing lately? And I say Diablo 3. It is more often than not, well, it's kind of weird, but it's this game where you get stronger to play more quickly, to get more stronger, to play more quickly, to get more stronger. And that's like an endless feedback loop that entices, or stop saying entices, that elicits a nice dopamine feedback loop in your brain that keeps you going, that keeps you addicted, and that makes you want to become even stronger. That doesn't sound that valuable. That doesn't sound that eudaimonic. That doesn't sound like something fucking Viktor Frankl would advise you to do with your time. That's not something we in logotherapy would see as finding meaning in life. That's maybe more along the lines of Camus, telling you that life is inherently just crazy, absurd, and meaningless, and you shouldn't look for meaning in it. Maybe that's what people that play Diablo 3 are actually all about, absurdism. I digress. I think that it's not a time waster at all, because I think the main, or for me, the quality that makes me want to play Diablo 3 over and over again, every single season after another, is the escapism. Escapism is not always bad. It is bad if you are using it as avoidance. It is not bad if you are using it as distraction. Distraction can be a valuable form of coping. Making space for your emotions is a very valuable form of coping, and is definitely something you can't do without, but sometimes distractions are necessary. Especially if you're, for example, worrying about something you cannot control. Distractions are way better there than trying to make space for it. It doesn't sound like something a therapist or a psychologist would say, right? That distracting yourself is sometimes what you want to do, because it sounds like you're running away from it, but the important part about the distraction is that you're not running away from it. You're accepting the conditions you are in, and then looking for distractions. Ooh, little squirts necklace right there. Don't demonetize my video. That was 5 minutes. We're gonna do 2 Greater Rifts an episode, which probably means that we're about to hit 70 like in 1 episode or 2 episodes. It's also a puzzle ring. Said that it's not ancient because you need an ancient puzzle ring for the Altar of Rites as well sometimes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't get out of here. Get out of here and don't ever salvage a puzzle ring, of course. My bank is a mess. Let's just put them right here, put some of my gems away, put some of these away. We can put this here as well, and I guess if we're doing that, then we should put the infernal machines in this bank tab as well. We need to roll for a socket on this bad boy, of course. And I need to quickly look at what stat gets a priority. We were talking about whether this game is valuable or not. It's about the process, not about the result. It's about the way there, it's about the escapism. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording for a little second, try to get the Squirts necklace to work, then we'll head into our second rift of the day. The gods were easy on us today. Beautiful. It's not the best Squirts necklace I've ever seen. The dexterity is not that great. Critical hit damage is actually shit, and the area damage is shit as well. But for now it'll definitely do. Goodbye, Kimball's gold. I would say you served as well, but to be honest, you were just a placeholder, and I think you knew it from the start. 07. I'm gonna shoot myself as a gamer in the foot a little bit, and I think that, I think that people that see these types of games as being a waste of time don't realize that their arguments are probably based on, or could be applicable to, every single game in existence. Because I definitely think that the people that think that, well, yeah, you're not achieving anything, you're just becoming stronger to become stronger to become stronger. It could be that parallel could be drawn towards a whole lot of games. Something like League, for example. Okay, the result is more palpable in the sense of you win a game or you lose a game. That's kind of an outcome. That's something that shows you whether you did a good job or a bad job. But in general, why are you playing it? To get a little bit better in it, to have a higher chance of winning it. You are investing time just to invest more time, more often than not. So I think if that's your argument, then it's gonna be hard to change that, but think about how that probably applies to games in general, and not just to ARPG games. And my specific question I'm asking myself and us together with the audience today is, are ARPGs worth the time investment? I think that anything that is a form of coping for you... Ooh, no, that's a controversial statement. I'm gonna rephrase that out a little bit, because that would then include things like drugs and alcohol. Anything that is harmless towards your other life domains and forms a coping for you is a valuable investment of your time. Let me delve a little bit further into that. As long as the games don't become an addiction, as long as you don't invest 8 hours a day into these action RPGs and you become like #1 on the leaderboards and you take days off from your work in order to play when the season starts. Sounds fun, no, but no, you didn't hear that. I didn't say that out loud. As long as it's just something you do on the side to sometimes chill a little bit, to sometimes relax, then I think it's okay. And then I think it can be considered valuable. Maybe your definition of valuable is different from mine. Maybe valuable is like adding value to the world. Then it's probably going to be quite hard to make a case for action RPGs. Maybe a little bit hard to make a case for video games in general. But I think for you personally, is it a valuable use of your time? If it provides a form of coping, if it is not providing any difficulties in other domains of your life, if it does not mean that you are spending less time with your significant other, that you are not spending enough time on work, that you are not throwing your friendships to the wayside, then by all goddamn means, play some action RPGs, man. Additional bonus, goddamn, we're getting one shot a lot right now, of course. Additional bonus if you do something like this, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Rootin' tootin' my own horn a little bit. making content out of it. Austin Kleon always asks himself, I quote that book like I know him personally. He is my friend. We actually grew up together. I haven't even read the book. I watched one Ali Abdal video on it, and I will pretend to be an expert on the subject, but don't tell anyone that I was so honest and revealing. If it has the opportunity to add value to one person, if it has the opportunity to do so, you don't even need to have certainty. If it has the opportunity to add value to one person's life, publish it, produce it. It's valuable enough. Put it online. So in that sense, I think making content makes something a little bit more valuable at all costs or at all times in all occasions. Because, for example, the comment, my good friend, it's an ERL friend, so I guess the comment is a little bit lighthearted by definition and shouldn't be taken into account too seriously, but about how he loved how I talked about relationship difficulties in one of my Slay the Spire episodes. I think that warrants me making videos for me personally. And if I can combine something that might inherently seem meaningless, like playing Diablo 3, with something as meaningful as adding value to other people's lives, that makes the argument easily inclined towards, yes, playing action RPGs is a valuable use of our time. Of your time, our time, my time. If you would otherwise be playing League of Legends and pulling out your own hairs because as an AD carry you have absolutely no impact on the game, just a random situation I came up with, not something applicable to my own life or something. I love my time playing AD carry so much and I feel like I can really impact the game as the carry role or the carry word implies in the naming of that role. Maybe I should just call it marksman then. I digress bigly. Maybe then the value is that you are not suicidal because Rammus Taunt killed you for the 15th time in a row in one game, or because Rengar ulted and you were dead before you were able to say Alabama, Arkansas, and sing the entire song by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Is that right? I think that's right. I think I'm confusing it with Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats or something. Okay. Regather your thoughts a little bit. Is there a difference between the value of different action RPGs? I think not. Maybe, for example, if maybe a case can be made like, why the hell are you playing Diablo 3 when Diablo 4 has been out for probably years by now? Diablo 4 seems kind of poopy stinky ass. I think that's my scientifically, what's the word? I'm choking, feel like Eminem in 8 Mile. Supported answer to that question. I'm not as inclined to play that game because I think oh baby, I think the kinks in that game, the kinks in the cable, if you will, the little mistakes, the little weird parts, the little glitches, the little things that don't make that much sense yet are still in there to a too large extent for me to really enjoy it. And I want to enjoy my time playing games, and I enjoy Diablo 3 a lot more, especially if I can hunt for primal ancient legendaries together with you guys. Is that the other part of the equation? No, it's the same one, right? It's ancient though, so goodbye. Unity, meh. In Yom, I already have one. Don't need any of this. Oh. Oh, shit. Plus 317 damage. Impale build? Impale build? I think this is definitely going to be the item we use when we switch over to our multi-shot build for a while until we get the other ethereal items. Is that what they are called? I seem to fail to remember. That is actually needed for the build, but that's going to provide a hell of a lot of damage for us. Alright. Next episode headed into 67, then probably 69, and then probably 70, and then the hunt can really begin. Thank you very much for watching. Playing action RPGs is a valuable use of our time. Don't beat yourself up over doing it. Do it with me.